And November is National Homeless Awareness Month, and throughout the entire month, many events in our community have taken place in order to help those in need.
And it's not too late to help the cause. Charisse Ronis, a student transition coordinator for Bismarck Public Schools, is here to tell us about some of those ways we can help. Hi, Charisse.
Good morning.
Good morning, Charisse.
Charisse, I'm very interested in your position. Can you give us a little insight on what you do as a student transition coordinator for Bismarck Public Schools?
Sure. I'm also known as what's called like a homeless liaison, and so I work with families in the community in the BPS school system that might be considered in transition or homeless, and I connect them with resources, making sure that the kids can get into school on a daily basis and get the education that they deserve.
Wow.
And Charisse, when we hear homeless, I think we know what that means, but when you say a student in transition, can you just give a little bit of insight on what the word transition means in this context?
Sure. So in transition can mean many different things. It can mean living in a hotel temporarily because due to lack of credit or they have a felony on their record, they can't lease an apartment anywhere. It can be somebody in a shelter. It can be somebody in a living in a car, storage unit, those kinds of things. We also have families who are doubled up with other families due to economic hardship. So if they were maybe evicted and they go live with another family. And then we have unaccompanied youth, and that's basically a youth that does not live with their biological parents, and they live with somebody else, and there's no legal documentation giving that person guardianship or custody.
Sure. And how many students in the Bismarck Public School system are considered either homeless or in transition?
Currently, what we do is in the summer, the numbers go back to 0, and so currently we have about 220 kids that have been identified so far.
Wow. And their ages range from what to what?
So we serve the ages of 0 through 21 because you can attend public school until you're 21. That includes children who are maybe getting their GED instead, and they're under the age of 21. And then that 0 through 5 age range as well, if they're identified through maybe a sibling or something like that.
Okay.
Now, Charisse, I know that there's been a number of events that have taken place to, help this cause and help get homelessness off of our streets. Can you briefly touch on those and mention some that we can still participate in?
Sure. So this week is actually National Homeless Awareness Week, and so there have been some events this week. We're having currently a food drive where people can drop off donations of food to the North and South Cashwise, the Cricket location, Cricket Wireless, and then also the Gate City Bank locations in town. They can do that up until Sunday. And then Wednesday, they had the Freezing for a Reason event where they stood on the side of Expressway and people stopped to donate. They donated warm coats, hats, gloves, monetary donations for the homeless in the community. And that was for adults and youth that they did that for.
Okay, and I understand, so we could still drop off cans at these local grocery stores, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then we have a calendar raffle fundraiser. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so that's through BPS, through the Students in Transition program. It's the 3rd year that we're doing it, and they can get tickets at all the Cenex locations, all the BPS schools, and then they can contact myself. But it's a calendar raffle. All the proceeds go back to the Students in Transition program. There's $10 a ticket, and there's 42 chances to win. We have about a week or so, a little bit over a week left to sell them, and then we start drawing right away in December and January.
Okay.
And Charisse, who helps out in these events, and do you ever need volunteers?
Through the month of November, we always do for these events. It's always reaching out to the community, needing their help, and just making that awareness for others in the community. And so, they can always contact myself at my office if they have donations. If I can't take them, I get them to resources in the community that can take them.
Okay. Charisse, there's an event happening this Saturday over at the state Capitol grounds, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that?
Right. So last year in Bismarck Public Schools, there was 415 children that were identified as homeless. And so to make awareness and create kind of a visual and representation of that. We're trying to get 415 bodies, so it can be youth, it can be adults. They just show up at 4 o'clock at the Capitol grounds on Saturday. We're going to stand for 4 minutes and 15 seconds at 4:15 to represent that 415 number of last year that were identified. We have some speakers. The mayor is tentatively set to come and say some words. And it's just a gathering so we can have that visual of what 415, because we call them the hidden homeless, so we don't always see them out and about.
Wow.
And regarding that event, you obviously want people to show up early so that right at that 4:15 mark,
correct,
the demonstration can actually
yes.
occur. We did touch on volunteers, right? So where can people go to maybe sign up if they wanted to volunteer?
Yeah, there should be a link on the Missouri Valley Homeless Coalition webpage, Facebook page as well, where they can go in and just sign up. They can just put their initials. We don't need names. We just want to kind of know where we're at as far as numbers when it gets closer to the event.
Okay.
Awesome.
It's something that we don't really think about in our community, and I just think it's so great what you're doing. So thank you so much, Charisse.
Thank you.
For doing all that you do. And again, more information about that No Longer Hidden event at the state capitol grounds. If we can get that pulled up, it's going to be at the state capitol grounds, and try to get there early between 3 to 4 o'clock. Again, it's going to be representing those 415 youth that were identified last year, this Saturday, November 20th, at the state capitol grounds.